Oh, Darren, a wretched second half. What disappointed you most from, I guess, about minute 70 onwards?
Well, it was a game where we're, apart from Butterfield's free kick in the first half, complete control of. Started the game very well. Good composure to a game, good passing. The only thing is a little bit of lack of patience when we got around their box. We were trying to go in too early, whereas we just needed an extra pass. Gordon scored, it's onside. They've got that wrong.
Have you looked at it back?
It's onside. So, and I just said to them at half time, you just got to keep doing it and keep moving the ball quickly. Don't be impatient, don't be ill-disciplined, because we were in complete control of the game. And then we got sloppy, we got ill-disciplined, and the second half was a very poor performance. But I think, when was the first goal?
Minute 70, I think.
Minute 70?
Yeah.
From that moment on, for whatever reason, we decided to do things as individuals, and we didn't play to the structure of what I wanted them to, like we did in the first half. And 1 became 3 very quickly, and then obviously the game's over. So worrying that was, I have to say. Back to type a little bit, some of them, and it just shows the inconsistencies we've had, where we haven't managed to get back-to-back wins since October. So the positives I'll take out of the game are Doncaster got beat, so we're still level with them. Blackpool drew, but that's not in reflection to our performance. And we need to have more discipline about our way we play. And in the second half, when it went 1-0, we felt that the game was over by the way we sort of just became very ill-disciplined. I was disappointed with that.
I guess on one hand, yes, not too much damage because of the teams around you dropping points, but also a big opportunity missed.
Massive. We keep wasting them. We keep wasting opportunities to really cement our place in the playoffs. We've had opportunities, since I've come in, we've had 3 sending-offs, and today again we're well disciplined when we're 1-0 down. It's something that is not acceptable. We couldn't find a way to break them down in the first half, but we were in complete control of the game, and the only thing we had to change second half was we had to move it quickly, and then obviously you're hoping that one of your players up the pitch, the top end of the pitch, produce that magic that they can do. But again, in the second half we were too inconsistent. Final ball, cross, performance is not good enough to the level that they have to be. It's no good being great one week and then poor the next. That's not how I want things. You've got to be consistent. So we have to be more consistent, but we have to be more disciplined. We can't panic in some of the ways we did today when it went 1-0.
What do you think led to that? Because Bradford were always going to be a different beast, new manager bounce being such a often cited phrase in football. Do you think when it went 1-0, obviously the crowd, a fantastic atmosphere inside the stadium, do you think it was that pressure? What was it that led to that?
No, obviously you've got that, but you have to deal with that, and it gave them a huge lift. But they had a period maybe 5 minutes before that where they got a few corners and things. I was going to change it anyway, and then obviously the goal's gone in. I'd have to see that again. But it gone from 1-0 to 3-0. It's game over. I mean, if you keep your discipline, then you know that you're going to get opportunities, and obviously we got a penalty late on. But no, it's a disappointing performance in the second half. Disappointing day. I felt from the second half performance we didn't deserve anything there.
It must feel like just as you take a step forward, it's another step back at the moment.
Yeah, inconsistent is a problem. And any team that has any consistency now around where we are will be the ones that get in the playoffs.
Were you thinking of changing it, you said, just a bit earlier than when you brought Tony and Cooper on? Yeah,
I mean, what I felt was it's such a fine balance, because Madison didn't play anywhere near the standard, but he then goes and nearly scores from a free kick. I know it took deflection, because he's got that in it. He can win a game for you. So, but he, it was a frustrating second half in terms of that, in terms of set piece delivery. Normally they're on the money. So I felt Ivan coming on, and then obviously when they scored, I went Coops on. We went to a different formation, but it wasn't that caused us the problems. It was the ill discipline from the team. And at times in that second half, you looked visibly frustrated on the touchline. I saw you almost screaming into your chest at times, because players, I think Tomlin did it once, Madison did it once, maybe taking the wrong option, rushing things. Yeah, I go back to that word, and it's such an important key word to play to the structure, how we want to play and how we work on every day. and to have the discipline to be able to just play the simple pass. And we seem to want to play the difficult pass and the Hollywood pass too much at times. And we've been working at and trying to explain to them, look, it's the basics and the simple things that win you games. And too many times we've got Wardy free as a bird on the right wing, and we try and go inside the pitch, and we narrowed them up and we didn't go outside. So that disappoints me, that frustrates me. But the most important thing now at this part of the season, and I know through my experiences, that it's the teams that react to bad days like this that will be the ones that will achieve success, or definitely try and get in those playoffs. So we have to adapt. We have to. I don't think the word. We have to make sure we bounce back quickly from it, and we make sure we win the next game. That's all you can do. But there's certain things I've seen today that I'll deal with before Tuesday.
Bounce back quickly, which is another game away against another team fighting for their lives.
Yeah, but there's no. They're all. You know, a lot of the games we've got. I went to a game last night, Coventry Burton. They were both at it. You're not expecting easy games, regardless of where teams are in the league, whether they're going for playoffs, promotion, middle of the table. It doesn't matter work that way. You're playing against professional teams here, and everyone's going to give you a hard game. We have to look at ourselves, and today is not good enough. That's bottom line. We know today's not good enough. It's not good enough for the travelling supporters. It's not good enough for me as a manager. It's not good enough for anyone.
No Carl Dempsey in the squad. Was that just to get Ivan Toney back in, or was he injured?
It was very difficult. No, he wasn't injured. It was a very difficult decision, that, because I needed Ivan back in the squad, and it was a difficult decision. But I explained it to the boy, because I'd Reid and Dempsey, I'd Denton cover for left wing back, Bennett cover centre half, Tony Cooper can play in different positions. So it was Stevens, because he's the only youth player we've got, and that's a rule. So it was a difficult one, but I have difficult decisions to make, and to be fair to the boy, he took it quite well.